Testing, testing, testing. Hey, let's get a clap. Awesome. Hey, what's up? And we are back with another episode of Discombobulated. I am your host, Bobby J. Cox. Hope you're doing well. I am in a hotel room in Raleigh, North Carolina. Raleigh. I always feel like I'm saying that word wrong, so we'll know tonight whenever I say, how you guys doing tonight? Raleigh. And they're like, fuck, get the fuck out of our city. And I'm like, I'm on my way out. So, yeah, I got in today, and I am in this hotel room, and it is very nice. Nicer than this guy should have, for sure. Every time I check into a hotel, I'm like, I shouldn't be here. But then when I'm at the ones that I think maybe those are the ones that are more my like price range, then I'm like, I want to talk to the manager. I'm like, this is unacceptable. I can't. Who's doing this? Who's setting this up for this guy? Not me. Oh, God, I am so fucking exhausted. I want to bang out this episode. This could be, if you're hearing it, well, fucking, we pulled it out. But if you're not hearing it, it's because I fucking completely deleted it because I'm so tired. Because last night I started packing, was like, oh, you should bring pants and shirts you never ever wear. That's what you should do. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and just try on a t-shirt that is in a box downstairs. That's what I did. I was looking for something that I needed. I think it was like a beanie because it gets kind of cold. I'm going to be on the road. And where I'm at, it's going to get kind of cold. In Los Angeles, it gets kind of cold at night. So I was thinking about bringing a beanie. And I opened it up and I found like 5 fucking t-shirts. The ones that I wanted to delete from my life. The ones that I wanted to go and give to a Goodwill. I didn't. I kept them. And then opened it up and was like, these are some cool fucking shirts. I have the Great Flood in 93. That was a big deal in 93. I have a couple Bush Wildlife t-shirts. I have another one that's just covered with lions and tigers. I would say bears, oh my, but there's no fucking bears on it. So, let me just double check, make sure all this is recording, because I'm out of it. So I started like packing, was up, like my roommate came in and she goes, what are you doing? I was like, what? She's like, are you packing your life? Like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I got to bring my helmet because I might go get a motorcycle, so I got to bring my motorcycle, I got to bring all my gear and all that stuff. So I, of course, overpacked. I've done well the last couple trips, sure fucking have. But this one I slipped. I slipped hard. I'm not proud of myself. I really am not, but hey, you live and you learn, and you bring 3 big ass suitcases. I have a backpack. I had another backpack I thought would fit in that backpack that has all like whatever. So I have 3 different bags. I have 3 separate bags that I was hoping to consolidate at some points. Someone coming in my fucking hotel room right now? Hello? I'll probably scare them more than they scare me if I can. Hey! Hello? Oh, I heard their door shut. They were probably freaked the fuck out. Hopefully it wasn't that cute fucking girl I ran into, her and her dog up front. It was her and her friend, and they had a dog, and their dog name was Lenny. And I was like, oh, I live with a Benny. This is Lenny. I got to pet the fucking shit out of this dog. And I was like, well, just so you guys know, I got a comedy show right down the street. And they're like, you fucking get the fuck out of our face. I was like, yeah, no problem. What was I talking about? So I overpacked. And before I knew it, it was fucking almost 4 a.m. And that was the time I was going to leave to go to the airport. My best friend was picking me up. My best friend in the whole world still picks me up and takes me to the airport. You know how everyone's like, I'll do that. He still does it. So shout out to my boy Briggs. He always comes through. So he took me to the airport, and then I go out, and I didn't know this. I didn't know when you go outside that like that's like a different company of people. I don't fly very much. First time I flew, I was 5 years old. Like way too old to be like, can I sit by the window, please? I did have a lady who did that this time. Anyway, so overpack, and I get to the airport, and there's like the outside area where it's like, and I asked him, he goes, you can do the same thing on the inside. There's just lines, but you can do it here, but you tip us. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I was like wondering like what to tip or whatever. And I set my bag up there because I have one checked and I had 2 carry-on. And he goes, you know how much this weighs? I was like, I don't. And he's like, ooh, you're 4 pounds over. And if you are 4 pounds over 75 pounds, it's a lot of stuff. I have a fucking helmet and more. Shut up. And I'm going to be gone. I'm on the road for like the next 2 fucking weeks. So I need it. I gotta have it. So I was on the road, packing my bags, give it to the guy, 4 pounds over, and I go, whoa, and he goes, just put something else in your bag, man, no problem. So I pull all my stuff over, and I'm fucking like opening my bags on the sidewalk like a complete psycho. Like you just see people like pulling their families tight to just be like, oh, I'm so glad we have each other. And I'm just like, what is this? How much does this shirt weigh? So he's like, just bring me your stuff and we'll see if it weighs 4 pounds and then we'll just subtract that. And I was like, dude, okay. And so we go and we deal with that and I tip him. And then I got self-conscious of like, if I tipped him enough, so then I gave him an extra tip, which always feels weird on that tip. Cause it's like, I didn't know, I've never done that before. So I didn't know, you never know if I'm like, I was like, is this right? And he was like, yeah. And I go, okay. And then I gave him a little bit more because I was like, whatever. I always feel so fucking weird not tipping the right amount. I feel like a lot of people do, but I'm trying to get better. Like, cause it's like 20 is like an outstanding. For me, it was always like, if you gave me like good service, I'm like tipping like 30 to 40 fucking %. But times are tight. And so I always think an extra $1, who gives a fuck? You're not going to notice it. But I was like, I didn't know what to tip. So I do that. And then I'm like, all right. So I give him my thing. And then I got my bags on me and I'm going to go through security. The TSA. What would we do without him except for have a fucking excellent time at the airport? What the fuck would airports be like if we didn't have TSA? Because I remember when I was a kid, like going up, you would literally go, you could wait by the gate. We would go up. You could wave to them, and then you could make a sign when they land. You could like be there, and now you can't. What the fuck would they be like now? Oh my god, people would just oh fuck, damn. I don't even want to think about it because like if you're wondering what it's like, I have a bit about it, but for real, it's like the bus stop. Like not the bus, like the Greyhound bus, not like riding like a bus in a city, like a Greyhound bus from fucking one bad decision to another. But you go like on these Greyhound buses and they don't have TSA and there's no one check-in and it's like, it's just awful. It's so gross. That's so bad. And so that's what I think it would be like if we didn't have that. So anyways, but I'm waiting in line. I'm like, I try to like prep and like start to untie my shoes, but I always like do it way too soon and I just look insane. I'm just the guy with like untied shoes. Just taking my belt off. Might as well choke myself while I'm in line to be like, oh wow, I'm an egg on my face. So walk through, get my shit. And I am still not slept yet. And this is when like my tiredness is hitting me. And then I'm trying to find my gate. I go to find my gate and Nikki Glazer always has said that you can just like, there's like, go to your gate, leave your stuff, do whatever you got to do. You don't have to like take your stuff with you everywhere. And so I was like, and I know she's right. I've been on the road with her. She said it forever. She's like, it's just what I do. So then I had this idea to make this funny video, and I swear to God, I had a premonition. I think like whatever. I think sometimes like I'm not like that. I'm not like, yeah, I can tell the future. But there's just so many times where it's something weird happens, and I've dated enough witches and listened to them. You guys got to fucking listen to me. I think I'm a fortune teller. That's cool. You're picking great stuff now, Bob. You just got out of sleeping in your car. Wow, you can really tell the future. So anyway, so Nikki Glazer's like, you can just set your stuff and then go. So then I was like there, and I was just like had enough time, and I was like, I just want to do this silly bit. And so I was like, I tried to record it. I was so fucking tired, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna set my stuff down. But I was by one of those like walkways or whatever, like those like the thing that's like a treadmill but for helping you. Like you go with it and it makes you go faster. What are those fucking called? Walkways? I don't fucking care. I don't know. My dad's not an airport. Okay, so I was in the airport. And I go and I set my stuff down like on that, like as I'm walking away, and like I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna walk away from my stuff. I'm gonna set my backpack down. I'm not gonna look. And I set both my bags down. You can like see them like taking off on me. And I was like, all right, gonna leave those. And the reason I said I thought I had a premonition is because I was like, I'm probably gonna do it, and then I'm gonna set it, and it's gonna be in the grossest spot on the fucking catwalk or whatever that is. And I swear to God, I went to go pick it up after I did the bit, which I was like, I'm kind of tired. I don't know if that worked. I thought it seemed funny, and then after I shot it, I was like, people were watching. It seemed like a funny idea, and then I did it, and I'm like, okay, I'm boarding now. I'm so fucking boarding right now. Is anyone else fucking boarding right now? Oh my God, I'm so fucking bored I'm so boarding out of my fucking mind. Oh, she's boarding the fucking shit out of me. And then you should call water boring, where the water they miss, and you're like, I'm just breathing through a washcloth. Okay. So I make the whole point of this is that I make the fucking video to be like, and then I go to pick up my stuff that's like, I have to like run after it. And there was like in the crack, like the top was fine, but like in the crack, and a large cat threw up. Someone shit on that thing, which is, I swear to God, I've been tired all day, and I feel so loopy, and I didn't even think about how funny it is to like, that might be the best place, because you can't, if you stop and pull down your pants at the airport, everyone's gonna be like, oh, that guy's over there's obviously shitting. But if you're on the thing and you're going, and you just kind of like drop trout in this, like I don't even think you can see like below your waist, so you can kind of just like, and just be like, oh, and then just be like, what the hell was that? And then like the smells are going, you never know which way the smell's coming from. Yeah, so that was my bag was in that. All to do a stupid bit. I always do, like, I've gotten hurt to do a bit. And it's never like a good bit. It's always just like a silly, stupid fucking bit. I was like, oh, I'm going to leave my stuff like an idiot. Oh, I'm leaving it. Oh, it's like getting taken away. So funny. Bobby, now your hat had shit on it. Not this one. I had another one, and it fell into, it all looked clean, but I will never stop thinking that part of my bag is not covered in shit. Is anyone else like that? That kind of a germaphobe? It's the kind of germaphobe I am, is that I just like, think of like, and I'm not like a technical germaphobe, because there are other stuff I do, people would be like, ew, you know, but once like that happens, I'm always going to think about that, or maybe I won't, maybe it'll probably go away, but like right now I am for sure. I even was like, I got on the airplane and I was like, or no, there was like a lady selling stuff right before you got on the airplane. I was like, hey, do you have like any like wipes or anything? She's like, no. I was like, oh, okay. You got AirPods, Gatorade, masks, Tic Tacs. But you don't have, for a little Bobo, a Clorox wipe. And she said no at first, and I think I know she said no because I think she thought I was like, give me one. I give off that vibe. I give off the, excuse me, give me one of those. Excuse me, can I have that now? Excuse me, that's mine, right? So, oh, fuck. Is this I always get so nervous it's going to stop recording because it hasn't. And I can see my volume, and that's good, and that's good. And that's good. So, hey, thanks for letting me check. I have to take a drink of water. I overpacked. I'm unpacking on the street. I'm trying to do bits and dropping my bag and shit. Bobby's luck. Sorry. Had to take a drink of water. It's I bring those little Pedialyte packets. Oh, get some electrolytes in there. Get some vitamin C. Everyone around me is drinking coffee on the plane. Whenever they get that free drink, I always go with orange juice, apple juice. Sometimes I go for a coffee, but usually I don't want to wake up. I want to try to like knock myself out, but I couldn't because I love flying. First time I flew, I was 25, so now every time I fly, it's still new to me, and I want to sit by the window and I stare out. I love takeoff. I'm like, oh, like I have a dumb smile on my face. Sometimes I cry. Like not like, oh, like I don't bawl. I just like have tears in my eyes because I never flew when I was a kid. I never... anywhere. Never once got on an airplane. I think maybe once when you drop your parents off, they're like, you can see where they're while they go to the sky. And yeah, so I never got to go on one. And the first time I went was with a group. It was a sketch group of mine, and it was called STL Up Late. And we all went to New York City for the first time. For my first time. First time flying, a lot of first time, and it was to do comedy. And so, like, it's always been fun. Like, I think I've only flown. No, we drove for that. I think maybe only once have I ever flown for something that, like, wasn't stand-up. Like, it's always for a comedy thing, and I think that's always so fun because that's why I feel like I don't ever think it's boring, like, some people hate it. They hate the hassle. I'm just like having fun because I'm like so ready to do this. Like I'm even wired right now and I'm on like no fucking sleep. I just couldn't sleep last night because I'm so fucking excited. I have all these shows this weekend. I am at Good Nights. And then in 2 weeks, I am going to be at Cap City Comedy Club, July 21st and 22nd. And then next week, all week, I'm just going to be in LA, and I am very excited. And I don't want to say it and not have it happen, but let's just say I have, for sure, a couple guests that I am like tickled pink, absolutely tickled pink, tickled as pink as my fucking Pedialyte I'm drinking to have on the podcast. Some close friends, people who've helped me out, like very much comes full circle. And there's some other people that I definitely am excited to reach out to while I'm doing all this. Because there's a bunch of people that I have been wanting to reconnect with, and being able to do it on the podcast is going to be so fun. But again, I don't want to say any names. I don't want to fucking like. They always say I don't want to jinx myself, but I don't know what that means. Like, I know what the concept means, but I don't know, like, why am I jinxing myself? Right? Because I say it's not going to happen, or it is going to happen, or it seems weird because it happens. Who literally gives a fuck? I don't. Holy shit. If I don't take another sip of water, I'm going to die. Man. And I'm that kind of tired where right now, like, whenever I finish up, I'm going to get off the pod. Going to get the fuck off the pod. Hey, shit, or get off the pod. Hey, why don't you shit or get off the motherfucking podcast? Okay. And then someone. So, God, yeah, I'm just so tired. I don't remember. What else I want? Getting in town. And yeah, I have these shows this weekend. I'm going to get there early. I want to go watch Mike Vecchione. God, there's nothing better than What the Fuck I Do. It's just so fun. You get to, like, what other job do you go in early to watch someone else, to admire someone else do their job? It's like, it's so fucking fun. And, oh man. There's also like a thing too where it's like when you first start stand up, you want to watch, but you're just like you're beside yourself. You can't get you're like you're nervous. You're like, okay, this is my joke. Okay, I'm gonna do this. But now, like, even if I'm like working on new material, I just know myself, and I've been doing it at least long enough to know that like I have to kind of get into a zone, and I can't even put my finger on it, but I know what it is. I walk around until I find it. And part of that walk around is like just saying hi to everybody, the staff, talking to anybody else who's at the club, who's on the shows, and then watching other people go up. Like, because I don't have like this. Dan from Story of the Year said the same thing. Dan Marsala was like, I'm not, because he heard me talking to some guys. Guys like, are you competitive with like other comics? And I was like, no. And I was like, there's some people I don't like or like love. Like, and you know what I mean? Like, it's not even about like, usually it's not about their stand up. Like, cause it's like, whether you're good or whether I like or don't you like your jokes is like irrelevant, but how you are as a person, that matters way more. And at least to me, and so I'm not like competitive. I don't want like people to lose. I'm not trying to beat anyone's dick in the dirt. I'm not trying to fucking do any of that. I'm going to knock your fucking dick in the dirt. I'm going to knock your big dumb dick in the dirt, Donnie. Hey, Donnie, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock your big dumb dick in the dirt and knock it with all the other dumb dicks and put them in a dumb dick pile. Okay, Donnie? Bobby, take a nap. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to sleep after this. So yeah, I don't like watch stand up and like be like, fuck. Oh, that's a better joke than mine. This, like, I just get to watch. It's magical. It's very magical. I definitely feel like, because I'm not really I'm just not religious. I grew up with it. And so now it's like once you grow up, you don't keep reading Harry Potter. So I don't go to church. So, but stand up is the most like spiritual, journey I feel like I've ever been on. It's, the people you meet, the characters, all this stuff, the good, the bad, like all this stuff. And then like, I just feel so lucky whenever like I'm around it. Like I don't feel out of place, I guess. I don't feel like an imposter amongst, like, in the room. Like sometimes, amongst other comics, that just sets in. That's just how your brain is. But when I'm around other comics, I'm just happy to be there, and I can't believe I get to do this, and like how lucky I am to have made it this far. Because I mean, there's people that like I said, I have a list of comics that I cannot wait to have guest episodes of. They're coming up very soon. I'm really fucking excited. But all these people that I know, like, they've helped me in a way that I don't even know what my life would be like without this. Like, me and my best friend, we were talking about this. We were like, what would your life be like if you weren't doing stand-up? Mostly, like, we were talking about social media. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd be like that kind of guy that would, like, have like a pull my finger like shirts, maybe. I don't know. But I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I'm not that guy. Because that guy sucks. But some of those shirts are kind of funny. I don't know. I'm just happy. Not competitive. Loving the life that I live. Happy to see all the people like grow. Happy to see all these people that I know like know me now. It's crazy. Like there's just like people that I have watched for years and known about whenever I was like just starting stand up. I was like, you're just like, it's like a musician just like going through records being like, I want to soak up as much as I can. And now like I know those people and they're my friends and I'm just eternally grateful. And I can sometimes, see only like the bad sides of things. But when I'm on the road and doing stand up and you're away from your problems, you're in your art. You get to like take your art studio. It's like everywhere. And just getting to do that means a lot to me. Getting to do that just regularly, coming from like just signing up for an open mic and bombing for, I have never not bombed. I've always, I honestly have not gotten a laugh in a minute. So yeah, I got to get some of those laughs. Tonight I'm going to get some, or I gotta figure out another job. At least 2 laughs. I'll get like 2 laughs tonight. So if, I'm not sure when this one's going to come out. Not sure when I'm going to release this, but if it comes out before tomorrow night's shows are over, I am in Raleigh, North Carolina at Good Nights. And then coming up, I will be at Cap City Comedy Club the 21st and 22nd. And then I'll be back in St. Louis July 26th at the Golden Hoosier. Please come check out all those shows and make sure you support the podcast. And make sure you tell your friends about it, share. It really does go a long way. I really appreciate it. And that's pretty much the podcast. But I felt like that was it. I was like, why do I feel like there's something else I want to tell you? Why would I? It's because sometimes you get in your hotel room and you look out your window and you think, man, everything's so boring. I'm so boring right now. And I look out the window and there is a pink car, completely pink. If you're like, oh, is that part of the car pink? Yep. Yep. What about the wheels? Well, those aren't. Those were green. But every part of the car was this light pink. And then on the hood of the car, it just said Sheniqua. And then there was a drawing of what I would assume to be Sheniqua because it's above the name. And you see that and you're just like... Love finds a way, Love finds a way to like just remind us that we're all here. And that sometimes you see a car that just says Sheniqua on it. And I hope during my stay here that I get to meet Sheniqua because I'm going to ask her if I can drive her car around a little bit. Just because I think it'd be fun to pull up and people would be like, hey, hello. Do you think that's Sheniqua? Like, they're going to have that conversation. And then I'm going to have that conversation after I drive to be like, do I feel like a Sheniqua? Like, could that be my name? Because I do think, shouldn't you change your name at some point? I open up a whole can of worms at the end of this podcast. I think you should be able to change your name. I mean, you can just tell people that or whatever too, but like sometimes I just want to change my name. And it wouldn't be to Sheniqua. But I feel like I'm already so set in Bobby. I couldn't, and I can't, I don't know, I don't know what else my name would be. Slam-a-lam-a-ding-dong. the tiny man with the little ding dong, the tiny pee boy. And there's someone who's like, they're like, you want you to change your name to these? I'm like, yeah, I actually would if you don't mind. We're kind of in a hurry right now. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm a little bit of a rush right now. So I'd like it if we could keep it kind of moving, Let me think really quick. I'm sure there were things that I didn't cover, but I also can feel that my eyes are about to pop out of their sockets. That's just how they feel. And then I'm going to do that thing where I lay down and just get on my phone and don't take a nap and then go do the show and be like, why were you so tired on stage? Why didn't you take that nap you always promise yourself and never take? Ha 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 ha. So, no, sometimes I do. I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to wake up, get a little bit of a light workout in, and then go and fucking murder the show. Have a great time, meet some new people, meet some new comedians, go fucking see Mike Vecchione. Did I say that weird? I think I said it right. So, fuck. Can't wait. Hopefully I don't embarrass myself on the elevator again, because I literally just got in and then I was like, yeah, come see me at the comedy show. And I get in and I hit 3 and then I wait. And I was like, why isn't it? And I was like, oh, I have to like put my card up to it and then hit the number. And I just could not have imagined how stupid I would have looked if they would have opened it up. And I was like, what's up? Hey, you guys coming to my comedy show? Please bring your dog. I will say that I don't know what the comedy clubs allow, but I'm sure that they don't allow dogs, but goddamn, I do. I want to do that. I want to bring your dog to a comedy show and then let me get a dog. And then I keep telling my roommate, she was like, you think I should get another dog? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, so because I'm like, yeah, it's not my dog. I don't have to clean its shit. I don't have to do anything like that, but I get to pet it, sleep by, do a lot of the things I get to do with her dog. Her dog sleeps by me, and I don't even know what he eats. I know he eats dog food, and sometimes I feed him that dog food, but if I had to go to the store and buy it for him, I would just keep looking at until I found one that had a picture that looked like him. And is that a little hacky? Yeah. But aren't we all? Just every once in a while, a little hacky. I think I fucking am, and I think I'm feeling that way right now, and I'm ready to get the fuck off. Have a good time, being alive, staying alive. Staying alive.